The purpose of this PowerPoint is to clearly define a community in which I live, which is Bessemer, Alabama. Is one such community has an extraordinary heritage and place in history for the state of Alabama. Define the community, and there are three key elements of the community: geographic boundaries, diversity of the people, and the age of the community, political climate of the community, social economic status of the community, and access to education and the overall educational level of the people. The community is a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Um, we focus, Bessemer, Alabama is a city in Jefferson County, Alabama, nicknamed the Marble City due to the production of a lot of iron and steel. It was established in 1887. 13 miles southwest of Birmingham, population 26,730. The windshield survey. Now, the windshield survey is a descriptive approach that assesses several communities components by driving through a community. It's an informal method used by the community health nurse to obtain basic knowledge about a given community. It provides a subjective view of various physical characteristics of the community. The windshield survey provides a descriptive overview of the community. Um, I focused on physical properties, Western Jefferson County, the older neighborhoods, the public community housing areas, parks and recreation, the growing Hispanic community, which is really growing up and has really flourished. The low economic status, mainly in Bessemer, is mainly African Americans. The income and the graduation rate. Also, unemployment is big, and we are below the poverty rate. So that's big, and I focused on those are the things that I focused on mainly in my community. Also, with the windshield survey, there's a political makeup. There's a big industry of cast iron. A lot of people get sick from it, but it's the place where a lot of people go to work because jobs are really far and few in between, so they go work there. Religion is really big in my community. The majority of us are Baptist. We have one large Catholic church, a large non-denominational church also as well. Um, obesity is really big. A lack of playgrounds, due to a lack of playgrounds, due to a lack of being able to get the healthy foods and being able to eat right. We got a VA clinic, grocery stores, and things like that. My community assessment data. Why is the community assessment data important? For public health nursing, one of the main reasons is to identify community health needs and to develop strategies to address them. I identified my strengths and the positive attributes, the weakness and the negative attributes, health risks, resources like social services, and the overall optimal health of the community is vital for a community to survive. Community partners and resources. Identify partners and resources such as the mayor of Bessemer, the city of Bessemer City Council, police department, the magistrate, even the head coach of the high school, with the community having very limited budget, and these really diverse partners to really work together to use existing resources to help achieve the community goals without having extra funds or being able to access extra funds, because it's really hard to access extra funds. Building strong relationships and trust among one another, coming up with goals and sharing views, to make things stronger. It makes a stronger, healthy community for us all. Community health diagnosis, and it's the relationship between health disparities and socioeconomic status. It's reflected in the life expectancies, even infant deaths, low birth rates, and health measures. And my community health diagnosis is a risk of ineffective health maintenance among the youth of Bessemer community related to low social economic status, evidenced by limited availability of healthy food choices, safe areas for kids to exercise, parks, sidewalks, playgrounds, and other options to promote healthy behaviors. Community health plan. Developing a plan with the mayor, the councilman to remove debris from the parks, develop plans to put lights in the park and to facilitate safe and regulate complaints to be able to utilize the baseball fields, speak with park and recreations to replace broken lights, with Bessemer police to increase patrol. It's a big drug area. It's a lot of drug activity. The children can't go out and play and be safe. Um, it's a lot of just homeless people around sleeping on the bridges and things like that. Establishing full-time volunteers certified in CPR and first aid, a schedule for educational program with volunteers and children at the park and recreation centers, to introduce Choose My Plate initiatives. Community health plan interventions. Again, I'm going to meet with the mayor monthly to discuss progress and the needs of the community. Meet with the department head of recreation. Meet with the stakeholders, the people in the communities, the neighbors, the church people, the stakeholders, like I said previously, the police precinct, program directors to come up with programs, first aid, things like that, CPR, My Plate, meet with marketing departments, local youth organizations, um, the free lunch program in the summer for kids that don't have anything to eat. Meet with coaches and volunteers to help provide training for the kids, for the children in the community. Now, evaluation methods for the community health plan. Again, I'm going to always meet with the mayor, the councilman for participation, police, volunteers, park and recreation, increase youth participation to get a youth something to do during the summer instead of sitting in front of video games. So adopting a healthier lifestyle because it started as children, as youth, eating well, eating good. It starts when we're young. Conclusion, community health nursing is a vital and overall health for the population. Data collection and assessment of a community is essential to identify strength and weakness in a community. The identification or morbidity and mortality statistics in areas of health concern for the community. Core deficits are taken head on. The outcomes are more favorable when you attack them head on. The larger population is viable when the core communities are healthy. Most changes aimed at improving community health involve out of necessity partnerships among community residents and health workers from a variety of disciplines. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.